Hi everyone, it's from Row Phyllis, a riveting murder mystery set in 1944 on a Louisiana Army base, telling the story about service, sacrifice, and identity in America. I am talking about the award-winning production, A Soldier's Play. And we are honored to have joining us today an Emmy, Tony, and SAG nominee, and Broadway legend. I'm talking about Norm Lewis. Welcome and thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me. That's me? All of that?
I know, right? Could you add some more? So, a riveting murder mystery. Tell our viewers a little bit more about the story.
Well, like you said, it's a murder mystery, which hopefully that will bring in those people who like that sort of element to come in to see the show. But it talks about racism, it talks about self-hatred, self-loathing, it talks about brotherhood, and it talks about these men who were on this army base in 1944 who wanted to fight for their country, thinking that if they did, they would be respected when they came back and be seen as equal. We all know how that ended, but yeah, it's a beautifully crafted story. Charles Fuller wrote an amazing piece of work, and I'm just grateful to be a part of it.
Yeah. Now, do you stay in character the entire time that you're on tour?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, not off stage,
right,
no, but
on stage,
but
yes.
on stage definitely, yeah.
But off stage, is it hard to go from one to the other?
No, you try to leave that on stage,
Okay.
because and this show is it's a very emotional play. It talks about a lot of things that are hard to hear, and in fact, there's a few of our people that are in our show that have to say some things that they're not used to, and so you have to leave it on stage. You have to leave it on stage.
You know, you're back on tour, 8 shows a week,
Yeah.
traveling city to city. I'm just throwing that out there.
Yeah.
Is it hard?
It is difficult.
Yeah.
It is. But you know what? It's a job that I accept. It is a job that I love doing this work. I could be doing other things that I don't want to do. And I'm with some amazing people. So, and I get to see parts of the country that I really have never seen before. And I've only been to Chicago. I've been here a few times, but it's only been for like 2 or 3 days.
Oh.
So this will give me more of a chance to see what the city's all about.
Well, speaking of that, so when you're in different cities, because each city has their different things, and whether it's a museum or whether it's a pizza they're known for, do you take in anything from those cities?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. What's like your favorite thing?
Well, when I was in Washington, D.C., we did the African American Museum. I got to, and actually, funny enough, I love the monuments that are there. They're kind of like our royalty, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But here in Chicago, you're known for your arts.
Yes.
You're known for your amazing culture, your amazing food. I think I'm going to probably gain some weight while I'm here because I have to have that deep dish pizza, baby.
For sure.
But and I have really great friends here. So I'm going to try to do as much as I can on my time off.
At the end of last year, you guys were on tour. You performed on the stage at the Kennedy Center. Had you ever performed there before?
Yeah,
Okay.
I have been there a few times.
Okay.
Yeah, I've actually done my own concert there. For those who don't know, I sing and do musical theater. But I've done my own concerts there, and then I did Music Man there recently. So back in 2018.
What's the feeling? What's the vibe when you get on that stage at the iconic, Kennedy Center?
Well, for us, we knew that we had a lot of men who were in the military that were there, and we wanted to invite them to come and see the show because the show is so important, and we had to be on point with like our salutes and being the way we turn and left face and right face. So we wanted to honor that because we have people who were like, you didn't do that right. But also the fact that DC is where all of the politics happens. It's like where everything happens. So we had a really great time there.
The man behind the mask. You know where I'm going with this.
Uh-oh.
Let's
Batman?
talk. Yeah, Batman. I don't think you played Batman.
Not yet.
Not yet. I think that's
when
the
that
next
musical
role.
comes.
So, what does it feel like to be Broadway's first, Black Phantom in Phantom of the Opera?
It was a role that I coveted for 20 years, and it finally came to fruition after those 20 years. But for me, it's bigger than that. Like I'm honored to have that title,
Right.
but I meet people who are from India, from Brazil, from China, who say now they feel like they could do it. So
Right.
that means more to me that I could be
Yeah.
that symbol for them.
Yep.
And now, well, it's closing unfortunately on Broadway, but there's been a lot of changes, not only in that show but on Broadway itself.
Are there a lot of roles, like leading roles for Black men?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the question is, I feel, to answer that question, I feel like, yeah, if it's universal, if it's just talking about a universal story, a universal message, yeah, there should be. I played King Triton on Broadway. I was the father of this little white mermaid. You know what I mean?
Right.
So yeah, if it's universal, if it's fantasy, yeah, why not? Give
It should
equal
be.
opportunity, yeah.
So I don't know if everybody knows is that you were in the incredible TV show Scandal.
Yeah.
With, oh my God, my girlfriend. Oh wow.
I think it's everybody's
Yeah,
girlfriend.
I know, right? We could all take part.
Yeah,
That,
she's
you know,
lovely, lovely.
Kerry Washington.
Kerry Washington, yeah.
So big difference, we all know, but I want to hear from you. Is there a huge difference in doing TV and theater?
Yes, yes. With television, it's just right here. You know, you can just stare at the camera and you know what I'm thinking, and I can be very intense like this. But if I did that on stage, only maybe the first row could see it.
Right.
So there's that element and that aspect of it. But yeah, there's more of an intimacy, I think, with television. And then also you get to take two.
You take two, you take three,
you take three, you
take
take four. On stage, in front of a live audience, yeah, forget about it. If you mess up, you got to just plow through.
And also, there's a lot of downtime on TV.
There's a lot
of sit and wait.
There's a lot of hurry up and wait, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I was, just to give you an example, I was in the show Gotham, and I got killed in the show. And no, it's all good.
Sorry.
I got paid. And so, but I had to lay on the floor for 4 days because that scene was going on around me. I had to lay on the floor for 4 days.
Oh my gosh.
Fun times. Fun times. With a knife in my chest. Fun times.
Well, you had hair and makeup.
I had hair and
makeup. Fixing you up every few minutes.
There you go, pampered.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Now, you know, when you have downtime, which you probably don't have a lot of time off because you just don't, what do you like to do?
You know, funny enough, I have this thing, I love entrepreneurial books and motivational books and podcasts and things like that. So I just study those, really. I know that sounds kind of boring, but yeah.
Well, Norm, thank you again. I know you got a busy day, busy day.
Well, this was my audition to be your co-host.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I think he got it. It's the Norm and Row Phyllis show.
Coming at you next week.
Oh, thank you again.
Thank you.
A Soldier's Play is playing for a limited time, guys, at the CIBC Theater, April 4th through the 16th. Live from the CIBC Theater, it's Row Phyllis.
And Norm Lewis.